The same as EQ had a joke with, yeah, we slept together. It doesn't mean that's what's happened or going to happen, please.
Exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't be here.
Melissa, you'll have to jump out and swipe completely off the app because it sounds like you're screen recording and it's getting on my nerves. So I'll drop you down.
Okay.
And you can come back and
thanks, Pearl.
swipe off. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, every time I'm talking, I'm hearing my voice come back to us.
I couldn't be here if Birdman was here. It would be different if you can have a genuine debate and conversation with someone, but when someone is so
stuck... If he comes in, I don't think he will, but if he comes in, just stay there. You know, nobody's going to be speaking. If two people speaking, then that's it. And it will be said, let them answer, let them reply to you, right? If you want that conversation with them. But I don't think he will come in. I don't know. But I think he should, and I think he owes Evil Queen a massive apology. Whether she takes it or what, it's up to her. Yeah. But it's not okay either what he's done. Especially with the songs afterwards, he still stood by with what he was doing.
No, an apology wouldn't cut
hiding behind his religion.
No, an apology wouldn't cut that behaviour.
But I'm saying, even still, he still should.
Yes, you're right, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, girls.
Hi.
Hi.
I've just come up to I don't know, I probably don't know if people go to sort of hate it, but I kind of admire anyone for who they are. But I'd really struggle if it was my own child. And I've always thought about this, because at the end of the day, you'd have to come round to the terms, because at the end of the day, you want your kids happy.
Yeah.
But I just think I would struggle.
Yes, you're right, Nini. You're completely right, yes. For parents, it is a struggle, and any parent that says that, you know, the way you always have hopes and dreams for your children secretly. So any parent that says that it's not a bit of a grieving process or whatever, they're lying.
What are we?
And that's the truth.
What will we struggle about, with their transitioning sexuality?
Yeah, with that sort of thing, because
sorry girls, can we keep tapping the screen, everybody? I don't usually start, it's got to 100,000. And the 1 minute, my mate.
Sorry.
Tap the screen now. Can you share the live out? And can everybody, it's just a little donut. I haven't asked for a big present, just a little something to help an old girl on her way. Thank you. Much appreciated. I love yous. Go on, my sorry.
I think it's just about transitioning and them wanting to be something they weren't born as, and it all comes back, I think, to years ago when there wasn't, people just were a man or woman or whatever, and things, even though things went on, they weren't so known as they are now. So it is easier, but I just think it's a bit hard, because I don't know, I will always see my kids as being the bodies they were born into, even though I know some people are born in the wrong bodies, because when I worked in a after school club, there was this boy there and he was always wearing tutus, and you just knew that he was in the wrong body, and you just knew 100%.
But he may well have not been. He may well have just been a boy that really liked feminine things, pretty colours, because that's another thing. A lot of people say, oh, that child is trans, and some do push that idea, and it's not correct. But trans people have existed since the beginning of time. And it's only, I think, that nowadays they feel more safe to come out, and that's why people are more aware. It's not that they suddenly came out, it's that they only now feel safe.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
But again, it's not down to the clothes they wear. If they wear, because now most people that I see, whether it be male or female, will wear makeup, they'll wear nail varnish. It doesn't mean anything like that. It's how they feel, and what you usually hear is, we had this discussion the other day, right? Somebody said to me, how do you know, you would only go, thank you, my babies, how do you know you, thank you, Mayanne, would only go for a man, because that's my preference, right? So somebody who would go for a man, that's theirs. Somebody who wants to be a woman, that's theirs. Somebody who wants to be a man, that's theirs. We don't know how that person's feeling. So it's nothing to do with clothes, with makeup, with anything like that. It's down to the individual of what I've picked up on here.
Yes,
know
you
what I'm
like her. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like someone said there, my 5-year-old is obsessed with Hello Kitty. Does that make him GAY? Like,
No.
absolutely not.
No.
You know.
No, absolutely not. Like
Yeah,
I have a friend who's happily straight, happily married, 3 kids, and you know what? He's a perfectly great Dane. He does all these pantos. He even asked me for a couple of dresses when he forgot some, and he's happily straight. He's happily married. Like I said, he just does it because he loves to act, and he goes back in the belief of the Shakespeare.
Russell, get in. I want your opinion on this
Some
because
people I like that. They
I just want your opinion. If
They
you want
just feel like that's them inside. It's their own bodies that they're changing. It's not our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how my mother saw it with me. She sat me down when I come out. Well, I didn't come out to her. My sister texted her, turned around saying, "Oh, my mum won't tell me something I don't know." But after that, we went out, we went shopping. She sat me down. She turned around and said, "It's your life. You live how you want to live it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with who you are. Whatever you do, wherever you go, all that lot. I'm still going to be your mother because I'm happy of you."
Yeah.
Long as
And
you-
Lady Libra, how would you have felt had your mother have rejected that and been so hard on a stance that you can't be this, otherwise, you know, you'd be disowned for whatever reason? How would you have felt?
Oh, I've had trans friends that have been like that, and people that are part of the LGBTQ plus community. One of them was actually thrown out at the age of 14.
5 minutes.
And
Yeah, I think that's awful. I could never do that to my child, but I think I would have to, you know, get advice, and I'd have to have like a lot of help from my friends, because it would be a hard thing. But one thing I'd never want is my kids to feel like rejected. I mean, it's really weird because I can understand, I could accept it more if they would like GAY, but it's more like the trans thing that seems a bit
Nay,
hard.
I have a drag mother who is a mother to everyone. She's not an actual drag queen. I just call her my drag mother.
Yeah.
And actually, she's happily an L woman. She has 3 gorgeous kids, 1 straight, 1 bi, 1 trans. And she was actually telling me, because I had to get her advice for a friend whose mother was going through the same thing. And she turned around and said, I wasn't upset with my son coming out that he wanted to be a boy.
Yeah.
I was upset at the main fact is, that I raised this girl and I'm losing my girl.
Yes.
So what I did, and this is what she said, what I did was we went outside with some flowers and balloons and that lot, and we said goodbye to her past life and hello to her new life.
Oh.
It's like it's like a butterfly, she says. It's like a butterfly.
Yeah.
Some people in their souls are completely different to other people.
Michael.
And like a butterfly, you have like a caterpillar, you have different types of caterpillars. You have some that are fairy, some that are multicolored, some that are green, but they all turn into beautiful butterflies after cocooning.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that's
Oh,
how
that's made
she
me
saw
sad
it.
that, hearing that.
And she always says that my son is a beautiful son. My daughter was a beautiful daughter, but she's my beautiful son.
Yeah.
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 And that's how you have to see it sometimes. Like with being GAY, the L word, and BI, you know what I mean? Like that's a genetic. That is not genetics. Sort of is genetics, but that's just how we feel.
Yeah.
Everything is to do with a bit of science and genetics, but it's also how we all feel inside. I thought I was trans.
Thank you for that, Mai. Yeah,
Like, that's a beautiful way to put it as well, and I think that's some really good help for like anyone that might be going like through that.
Yeah,
I'll have
and
to-
that's, you know, from a, you know, that's how other parents, you know, will feel as well, because, you know, it affects the whole family. Obviously, providing the family loves the child so much, it affects the whole family, and that's what I mean. There's things like that go on for people that nobody understands. Then people come on an app and think it's cool or edgy to, you know, try and put them down.
Yeah, and that's wrong. And do you know what? If anyone done that to like my children, even though I'd struggle to come to terms with it, I would just take everybody out of the equation, I'd have to go far away from possible from all the negativity and be like, if you can't accept my kid for who they are, then you're out of their life, basically. But it's still...
Sebastian, 1 second, girls, because you're just
Yeah.
forgetting about the lads down here. Yeah.
Wait,
And-
wait. Before you go, why did you want me here? I'm
Right.
confused.
So, this whole thing with Birdman and with EQ, I know you're the type of person, because you're both coming from a Muslim background. What is your truthful opinion on what Birdman said? Not the helicopter to Davy Babby. You can go in and give your opinion, but no helicopters rank you. What's your
I don't actually know what he said. I've been like just busy over there. I seen something about arguing. I don't know what you said.
So, right, I'm going to let Self-Made at the top explain exactly what happened, because I don't ever explain things right. Do you want to explain, please?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know what started at Hustle, but basically Birdman is going against DQ, saying that she is male, being transphobic. He then went into his own live and started playing songs like, man, I feel like a woman a few times, and just quite hateful things. But he then started to base it on science and the fact that a transgender person is born with genitals of the opposite, thing that they are presenting as. And also he then tried to hide behind the Muslim religion. But even in Christianity and in all religions, it's
Do you
sort
want to
of...
say the video when it first hit? Do you want to see that and then give us your opinion on what you see on that video?
You mean?
Yeah.
Wait, no, but listen, wait. Do I genuinely give a fuck about this?
But I'm asking what's your opinion on it, because I know you're straightforward, you're to the point, and even if you're friends with somebody or you're not, you'll give your honest opinion. And when you come in, I thought that's why I'll ask you into the box.
Alright, cool. So, I don't mind. What's the send me the video then? I don't care.
What
Give me an opinion, I'll give
page
it.
is
Send me the
that
video.
on?
There's a
But
bit
even
missing
still-
off that, Pearl.
You are.
There's a bit missing off that, to be honest.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about that, Jodie. That was all that I knew had happened, so I wouldn't lie and say something else happened, because
Yeah.
I didn't know what else had happened.
Angie asked, there were Angie, Birdman, EQ, and someone else. And it, is it, what's he called? Is it Wazim, I think, or something?
Yes,
I think it was Hazim.
Was Wazim.
Yeah, I can't
Alright,
remember
cool. Do
the
you know what I'm
name.
getting when I'm listening right now, though? Like, right, already before anything, I've even heard anything yet. This sounds like no one knows what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Because no one can explain to me. So
I didn't want to pronounce his name wrong, Hustle.
That's
'cause
why I'm
people
saying
shout
we
at
should
me.
maybe play the video
I'm sorry,
for
I'm sorry,
people
I'm
that
sorry.
don't know and let them make their own opinion up.
Yeah.
Tell No Lies. Can anybody go on to Tell No Lies and pull that video up? Who's in the box and play it for us, please? Can anybody or nobody?
Before anyone does play it, I'm going to have to shoo off because I've got my niece here at the moment. She wants to talk to me. So-
Hi,
thank
Lady
you for coming
Libra.
up, Lady Libra.
You're welcome. Much love to you all.
Thank
It's on
you.
the
Bye-bye.
facts.
Thanks, Moles.
Here's my... Where's she gone? Can somebody let
This is-
Tori in? I've just seen
This
Tori.
is awkward time, isn't it? Fuck you know.
But yeah, so if there's anybody who can play Tori and get in the box and explain to Hustle, you'll know
I
exactly
ain't
what
got her
went
in
on.
the quest.
I think you do. Mods, let Torian in, please.
Bro, I don't actually know what's going on. So when I was in, so I scrolled into Andrew's live, yeah, I was there for like 2 minutes. And I was just listening to everyone. And I was like, this is a
first
whole
of
lot
all,
of nonsense. I
before
don't
I-
really get what's happening.
Before I start with what I want to say, Hustle,
Yo,
can you hear me?
yeah.
Hustle, I'm 6 months pregnant and you haven't called me and checked on your child or anything. So I just want to know.
Fucking stupid. That ain't nothing to do with me, bro. Yo, what a
Torian, get to business.
I'm
That's
joking.
another
I'm
line.
joking. I don't really. Basically, from what I know, is EQ went into a live battle with Angie, Birdman, and another guy called Wasim. Yeah, and Birdman, Evil Queen was basically saying that she slept with Birdman, and Birdman's response was, "No, I don't go them ways. You're a man."
That's
I
not
didn't
true.
think she
That
said that.
man,
I thought somebody in the
that
comments
man
said
says
it.
that
The other man
first.
read it
Yeah.
out, and EQ
No,
said,
sorry, Pearl. Christine, if you listened, babe, I said that EQ said she slept with Birdman. I never said what the guy. I'm just saying what EQ's done as to why Birdman's responded. Yes, she did. The guy said it, and then she admitted it. Isn't that not the same thing, or no?
Did EQ say this on that
That's
live when they were all in it?
Only
No,
EQ.
so the guy said, "Oh, you slept with Evil Queen or whatever," or asked the question, or if he knows or whatever, and then EQ said, "Yes, she slept with him."
Right,
It
so
was
you know how you come on here and say, why's your flaps all over Clapper? And I say, because they're massive and this, that and the other. It's banter, Torian.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what EQ done, a bit of banter back because he was embarrassing her by saying that. So she went back with banter. Birdman took it the wrong way and then said, how can I sleep with her? Blah, 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 and mentioned man.
All right, wait, can I
want me
just
to
jump
play
in
the
there?
video,
All right,
Pearl?
cool.
Go on then, go on.
Can
I
I
want
just
to
jump
play
in
the
there? One
video,
thing.
yeah.
Before,
Do you want me to
before I
play the
hear
video?
yeah?
Oh,
One
yeah.
sec, before I hear
Right,
the
wait,
video,
look, she plays the video. Wait a minute.
wait, let me just say one thing on what I just heard, yeah?
Wait there, Demi, yeah.
So, based on what I've just heard, yeah, so wait, am I getting this right? First of all, there's another geezer, this Wasim guy. He said to Evil Queen, you slept with Birdman, and then she said, yeah, she's fucking
No,
about.
he was saying to EQ, "Are you a man?" Like, because I think he read a comment out. So a comment said something that you and Birdman fucked, and then
Also,
she said,
watch
"Yeah."
the video. Wait
What's the
there,
video? Yeah, what's the
Just
video?
watch this video. Just mute up, please. I'll mute her because she's ting-tinging.
Real side. No one cares, Birdman. And then they started doing the FYP show. No one cares. So well since then. Oh, somebody said they slept together. And we did. On a holiday with her. You slept together. Yeah. You don't go. What the fuck? What? Astaghfirullah. What? Bro, people are saying that you slept together. Astaghfirullah. What? That's a man. Are you silly? You know what? Be your real side.
That's the full video, Pearl. That's
Let
on
me tell
there.
you something. All right, cool. Now I've got an opinion, yeah? Let me tell you something. Cool. So, tell me why. You see, being a straight man, yeah? Mm-hmm. And someone of that's not your sexual preference makes a joke, a sexual joke that kind of undermines you as a man because that's not your preference.
Right.
That's just as bad. You're publicly making this person look a certain way that
But
he's not.
you never said it. It was the
I
other
just heard
man.
it. I just heard it.
The other man that said it, and she, for a banter back, said, yes, I did.
Exactly.
You're
She said,
good.
yes, I
You
did.
hear
But,
that?
hey,
Go
but
on.
Pearl, you will agree with me, mud
Go on,
sticks.
go on.
Mud sticks, right? So if now you're joking about, yeah, Birdman slept with me as a trans woman, bruv, mud sticks. How many people are now going to think fucking Birdman slept with a trans woman and that's not his preference?
Right.
Do you
so
get what I'm
you
saying?
agree with EQ saying that. So do you agree with Birdman calling her a man?
Well, to be honest, probably not because she's not a man. But at the same time, if you're triggered and you just try to make a fool of me, I'm going to make a fool of you. That's how I feel.
No, but that wasn't a fool. That was a down and out hate crime.
But
Yeah,
so
but
what's-
Pearl, you
what-
gotta understand
what
they
is
got
it not-
history apparently as well.
But
Something
what is it on the other side though when she's publicly embarrassing him and making him look like something he's not? Do you see what I'm saying? It goes hand in hand, in my opinion.
To your opinion, but my opinion on that was she didn't say to listen. You get in the box and you explain this properly to me and to everybody else because
Because I would say personally, it's an eye for an eye. Look, you see me, if you say something and now you make me feel, you know, I don't know about, I can't speak for a woman, but as a man, yeah, embarrassment, public humiliation and embarrassment. Fuck that. I'm gunning you down.
So
I don't care how you feel.
if that had happened to you, right, and you would have said the same back, if EQ had said that to you and you'd answered with the same reply Birdman did, then would you go as far as to blame your religion for it?
Blame my religion for what? My thoughts?
Like
My-
why
my
he said
opinion,
what he
basically.
was, because he called EQ a man. Then when the comments wasn't going the way he thought they were going to go. Then he went on. He played. He said, "My religion doesn't agree with this." Then Hustle. It doesn't stop there. He went on to his own live and he played 2 songs, and he played one song twice. "Man, I Feel Like a Woman." And then he played Girls Wanna Have Fun. Come on, let's take the piss to another level.
I hear you, man. But do you know what it is, Pearl? Hey, do you know what I would say, yeah? Because you see, like, in your family, the men in your family, like your brothers, sons, whoever, yeah? If you was to ask them how they would feel if a trans person has, whether it's a joke or not, but said publicly in front of how many thousands of people were probably there saying that, yes, we
It
slept
wasn't
together.
said to any of the men in my family or my children. It was said to Birdman.
No, but I'm saying ask them how they would feel, because I'm telling you, that is like, in your head, like, that's not nice. Like, mud sticks, as I said, innit?
Again, even still, yes, so I understand where Birdman was coming from that. I understand total, right? But then he went on to still dig deeper and give them last little blows in by playing them songs and still barefaced to her face saying, because she's a man, she's went through all them years of God knows what to get to where she's at today, and I'll always class her as a woman because she's had all that operation to make her into a woman.
So
She's
I hear
still
that. All right, cool.
trans woman, so he
Here's what I'll say.
disrespected her. Like, I get it both sides what you're saying. That's how I know you give your honest opinion. Alicia,
Yeah, 100%.
what's
Who
your...
knows? And who knows that they weren't together? No one knows that. Only them two.
See, so one sec. See that? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't think
So
that-
now you've got
I don't-
people saying that's what exactly what I mean. So now you've got people saying who knows that they weren't actually together.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
who does know?
Just
Who
because
does
that's
know?
left their mouth. So that's the point I'm trying to make.
They weren't
Exactly.
together, but when it's been said before to him, he's laughed about it. There wasn't this reaction. So I think like people can have their beliefs and their viewpoint without committing a hate crime. And he, instead of like listening and being like, yeah, do you know what? I shouldn't have done that because
And by the way,
it
as
was
well,
wrong.
she didn't say it last time. It was Bradley who said it. So it's never ever come out of EQ's mouth that Bradley said it. So let's get that.
Well, I'll
fact
tell you, the
right.
first person that actually said it, if you know, me and Birdman used to go back
Yeah.
and forth. The first person that actually said that was me. And he actually did react very badly.
I've only ever seen him like,
Yeah, I was the first
laugh-
person that
not
said that,
laugh
and he
about it, but
reacted
laugh it
very
off.
bad. When me and him would go back and forth, I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna dig at you. And then I said that for the first time. So I think after that, when he's heard that, it's kind of like water off a
Because
duck's
at that
back, innit?
time
So
when
that's
he flew
why.
out to be on holiday, he was flying out to protect a woman. And that's what he said. He was flying out because
he was rugged strong after. It was like playing all this music and just doubling down on it. And people can have their beliefs, but I just like the internet's big. There's lots of different people on it. You've got to have respect to a point, because when people are being Islamophobic or racist to him, which has happened many times, like it's not right. Do you know what I mean? And this isn't right either.
It's like,
Well,
to
I don't know what's
me,
happened after, so I haven't seen anything. I've just
Him
seen that.
playing like music and man, I feel like a woman, and just coming out with the shit it was coming out with. It was ridiculous.
To be fair, when I done If I Were a Boy, everyone wanted my head on the platter. Just saying.
to me as a trans person, all he had to say was, in my belief, you are biologically male, and that is not what I'm attracted to. Done.
He didn't even have
That's
to say
all
that.
he had to do, or just say,
He
I'm
could have
not,
just.
I'm not attracted to trans people. Okay,
I hear you. I don't
Yeah,
even think
yeah.
you're wrong, but
End
that's in
of.
hindsight, innit? In hindsight, that's correct, of course. But in
Yeah.
the moment, bro, you don't know how you're gonna react.
Yeah.
You
But
get me?
And
it's
then
just
not
the
go
way
on
he
to
went on
another-
after Hustle. Like that's what pissed me off with him. And then when today they're all in Angie's and I've gone in there and he's like, "Oh, you bullied me as a mod." I never fucking bullied him. I've been nothing but nice to the guy. Like it's just ridiculous. Like sometimes people are wrong, and sometimes you've just got to be like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry."
to me, he just took it too far. It's like if somebody came up to me and, you know, I had that conversation and they're like, right, I'm just not into trans men. I prefer real men. Okay, done. That's your preference. That's your opinion. We can move on with life. But then to carry it on afterwards and play the songs and have the digs, it's like that's taking it to, that's not just stating facts. I know I'm biologically female. I didn't somehow forget. Right?
Yeah.
And you can stop
Wait,
it.
sorry, you're a trans person, are you?
Yeah, I'm trans man.
Oh,
I was
sorry, I
born
didn't know.
female.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. Okay.
exactly. You don't know all the time. I was born female. And people are allowed their opinions and their preferences, and you can call me whatever you like. I don't care. But you don't have to then make it into a clout, money claiming big thing and take it to the extent where it comes from homophobia to transphobia and everything else. He could have stopped it at that point and left it.
Yeah.
I hear you. Do you know what it is? Again, I've not seen. I don't even. To be honest, I don't even think I should have an opinion on any of this. I've not seen anything, so I don't even know.
Russell has no clue. He's been flipping into this with her.
He was saying that he said that
transphobia all over the app.
he said you'll tell the truth about his mods and what they did to him.
You mean?
Yeah, he was like, Hustle will.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, start again.
He said that you will come and tell the truth about what his mods did to him.
Yeah, I will come and tell the truth.
Yeah, because you know everything, he said.
Oh, I don't know. I've not spoke to him about anything.
Jemsino, if we've got no life, neither of you, because you're here as well, sweetheart.
To be fair, CJ, hold on a minute. CJMZ, no, you're sick in the head, love. And see all this offering people out, no, for fair digs and all. You're full of it. You'll only offer people out that you think you can beat. Fucking idiot.
Can I just say to Tech Enders, if you look at my about 3 videos ago, you'll see photos of me as a woman having recovered from breast cancer surgery and mastectomies. You'll see me as a woman 5 years ago. So you might want to click through my profile and stop calling me a liar. But I'll take that as an absolute compliment that you don't believe I was ever a woman.
I would as well.
Thank you.
Sebastian, can I ask you a question, please?
I had no clue until you mentioned it. Sorry, Sam.
Can I ask you a question, please?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a very personal question?
Yeah, you can ask it.
Right. So I used to know this guy, and he was a woman, yeah. Anyway, at that time, we're talking, talking about 30 years ago now. But at that time, there was no operation for a woman, like there is for a man. Yeah. What do they do now, if you don't mind me asking?
There's a choice of certain. It's difficult on TikTok. You have to.
Do you have a pump up one like a?
There's that one where they pump it up. No, yeah. So you can do that. That's like the whole hog, kind of operation. There's one where they basically, how can I? God, TikTok. Right, when you take testosterone, certain parts of your anatomy get bigger.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's really difficult to say on TikTok. There's an operation which frees the little rowing boat.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, the what?
I'm lost.
Like the downstairs, the long thing.
Yeah, they can extend it. But it won't God, what do you say for TikTok? It stays like a floppy celery rather than a stick of metal.
Yeah, so the testosterone basically enlarges.
What am I meant to say?
It basically enlarges that.
It's called bottom growth.
So do you have to wear like a strap on then?
You can if you want. I'm always terrified.
This is where
I'm always terrified. I'd be walking down the street and it would
I've
fall.
just clicked on to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've just clicked on. It takes me a long time.
What am I meant to say on TikTok?
So, if you was having a relationship with a woman, I'll ask you this now. Sorry, if you don't mind. So, can you do the deed normally?
Yes, to a certain extent, because mine has grown quite big.
Yeah.
But it won't
Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah, it won't stay.
Don't it go hard then? Don't the blood go to it like it would if it...
Yeah, it won't
listen, wait, I gotta go. This ain't for me, man. God bless. Hey, well done, no, bro. Well done on your change. That's sick. I had no idea, bro. Hey, God bless everyone. Bless.
Bye, me daddy.
Bye, darling.
It won't stay pointy for very long.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you engage then?
Sunshine, do you know
the same as any woman on woman would? The same as any.
Yeah.
You can have a good time without doing that.
Yeah. Well, I thought this is what I thought. You see, because when my friend was going through it, I thought do you know what? How unfair is it? Because it's harder for a woman to change, yeah. But when a man changes, I've all, you know, you go through, women go through all these like pains and all the rest of it, and because I've always thought men get it easier. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's such a complicated surgery, because to do the whole hog surgery with the pump, thing, you know, it's 5 or 6 surgeries over about 2 years.
Are you going
Like
to have that?
£70,000, isn't it, Sebastian?
It's crazy.
Are you going to have that, Sebastian?
I'm
Sunshine, that's a bit of a personal question.
No, I'm 52. I don't
I
mind.
think he's answered enough for you.
No, I don't mind. It's like if
you don't match.
It's like I'm 52 years old. I've had cancer. I have health limitations. The healing process would be an issue for me. If I could wave
would
a
you
magic...
say your health issues, would you say, and no one take this the wrong way, I'm just asking you because I'm actually educating myself as well, yeah? Would you say that your health issues came from having a sex change? Or would you say, obviously I know everyone gets ill and stuff, I get that, but would you say that some of your illnesses occurred because maybe you did have a sex change? I don't know, how old was you when you had your change?
I had cancer before I started taking hormones.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
So they're not connected.
They're not connected, right, okay.
If I could wave a magic wand and I could go for the surgery and be safe, then I would have it tomorrow.
Sorry,
but
1 minute,
at
Sebastian.
52, you have to kind of weigh
I
up.
said you could ask, but you were going way too personal. Yeah. That's all that we were saying.
You have to weigh up the sort of pros and cons. You know, I think, you know, when I say I want Netflix and chill, that's actually what I want. I'm not interested in whatever, you know, the sex thing isn't a major part of my life. But I think for somebody maybe in their 20s and stuff like that, it's obviously they want to have relationships and things like that. It's a bigger thing for them. And I don't have 50 grand lying around.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't stop you from feeling good about yourself now, Sebastian. You're in the body that you always knew you needed to be in. And wanted to be in. So now you must be a lot happier in yourself.
I had mental health issues for most of my life. I had counselling, depression, anxiety. I was always struggling and I could never work out why. I just thought, you know, maybe I'm just screwed in the head and I'm just a bit weird. Since I came out and I started socially transitioning and then physically transitioning, the difference in my mental health is amazing. I like me now. I like who I am. I'm comfortable in who I am. I don't care about toilets. I'll go and use the single-use toilet. I don't care.
Fair, you look very well. Like, I wouldn't even have thought, like, do you know what I mean? So, good on
and
you.
I've only been on hormones. It'll be 3 years the end of February.
It's a lot easier for a woman to pass as the male than a male to pass as a female.
Yeah, testosterone is powerful. Testosterone is powerful.
To say how we are listening, well, me, how I'm listening to you and how I'm looking at you, not in a lifetime. If you'd been in a lineup and said, pick which one is out that is transgender, I would not, I don't know if I'm using the right words.
Yeah, you're cool.
I would not have picked you out.
It's funny because I've been in, you get like trans debates, and I've gone in and I've just sat on camera saying nothing.
Yeah.
And then I've gone, well, which toilet? Why can't I go in the women's toilet? And they'll go, well, you're a man. A man?
Yeah.
Because you want me to go into the women's toilet. Like, no.
Yeah.
Because that's going to make the women uncomfortable, and I understand that.
Do you know what it is? I feel like if the government can issue spaces where potential crackheads can go and take their drugs safely, like heroin, I think it's the least that they can do is provide bathrooms for people that
you're
are...
going to get jumped down and come back up.
Oh.
And it's not even for that. It's just for anybody who doesn't want to go to the toilet next to somebody else. Yeah. Anyone, if you've got
Sorry, I was.
IBS, social anxiety. You just
I don't even know what I
like
said.
people.
Sorry.
Sebastian, if you walked into a toilet where I was at, I'd cause absolute fucking riots.
Yeah, I
I'd
mean,
say,
the
"What
only-
are you doing?
yeah.
Get out!"
The only toilets I've been asked to leave are women's toilets, and that was about a year and a half ago because I didn't think I passed, because we never think we pass.
Yes, that's a big problem.
So I went into the women's toilet thinking, well, I don't really pass, so I'll go in here. Yeah, I was asked to leave by women.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to have the whole, oh my God, I'm trapped. You know, I didn't want to have that conversation. Why should I? Why do I have to out myself
I'm
in real
still
life?
finding it hard looking at you now to think that you were ever a woman.
I know.
And that's
I'll do a video. I think I've got some old photos of me trying to pass as a woman and failing miserably. Testosterone is.
I like trans people like this that are not defensive, that will answer. Do you know what I mean? This is what I like. Then you get some other trans people that just, they don't understand. Like, as much as people want us to understand how trans people feel, I feel like some trans people don't understand that we also have our feelings and some of us wasn't brought up. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like an understanding, I think.
I think, you know, if I'd had this conversation at the beginning of my transition, you'd have got a different response from me, because I'd be trying to prove my right to exist and I'd be trying to prove my identity and all that. Whereas now I don't care. I'm happy as me. If people see me as me, then that's fine. I would disclose to a personal person, obviously. I would disclose if it's something to do, if it's important, I'll disclose. Other than that, I go in the street. What I was going to say was I go to a Muslim barber, and he is the most supportive, brilliant person. The only reason he knows is because he tried to set me up with his gay cousin.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is awkward. So I disclosed to him and he was like, okay, are you happy? Yes. Are you safe? Yes. You're my buddy.
That's lovely.
Oh,
Done.
That's lovely.
Done.
I think society portrays Muslims to act and react. Like, don't get me wrong, there is some Muslims that are ignorant. Do you know, same way as there is probably elder Christian people that are also ignorant. It's just what they've brought up, but not in Islam. Yeah, it tells us that you shouldn't be trans, you shouldn't be gay, but it also teaches us to respect one another also. So you can be trans or whatever, that's up to you. Like, I'm not gonna feel away, like I'm not gonna disrespect you now because it's in my religion. I'm gonna be nice. And I think that's people think Muslims are, because it says so and so in the Quran, I think a lot of people think Muslims don't support it and would like frown down upon someone like that. But
I mean, our Bible
as
tells
well,
us things we
Michael,
shouldn't do,
like
and we all do
Catholics
them.
and Christians and right, Sunshine, you can come back in, but stop going so fucking personal. He said you can ask questions. Stop being too personal. Thank you.
So,
Yes,
Carl,
I'm an open book.
I mean,
I'm an
so
open
Carl,
book.
from your understanding, I know you were saying that because obviously Sebastian passes so well, this is another problem for female trans people. So obviously because they had the testosterone and stuff, you know, the hormones as a boy, and would have went through puberty with beards and stuff. So obviously the female through puberty would have got boobs, which they can have surgery to come off. So it's easier for a female at birth to pass as a trans male.
Definitely.
Sorry, 1 second, everybody. Sunshine, have you got your heart me in?
I think between like trans
I
men
want
and
to talk
trans
to you in a
women.
minute. Hang on, I'll send it.
Hold on a wee second, Sunshine. So that's what I'm saying, Pearl. So it's much easier for a female to male for a transgender person than it is for a male to female. And that's why a lot of them get such a hard time.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, because all I'm viewed at is like an old man that's really short.
Yeah.
You know, and it's got small feet. Whereas for trans women, because they've had that exposure to testosterone, because they've got the bone density, they have the muscle growth, they have things like that, estrogen will only do so much.
Yeah.
And to me, it's more, you can tell when somebody is comfortable in their skin, the same as you can with non-trans people, when people are okay with themselves.
I get that.
And it's, to me, it's like, if you're not doing anybody any harm, who cares?
Exactly.
Leave people alone.
Exactly.
Like,
You even, you know what? It's basically people saying what is in your underwear. Who cares?
exactly. It's like,
Who
at
cares?
which point did
Well, I
did
got
I'll
told
still
fat
stand
fanny
by
flaps
my
in my
beliefs.
underwear.
I'll still stand by
I'm
my
not gonna lie, I
beliefs.
got fat fanny flaps. Sorry.
Mine's
That's
just
right.
cobwebs
Just
and
like
yeah.
this. And my Sebastian's in here, and I think the world of him. But I think when it says woman's toilet or man's toilet, if you haven't got that specific thing
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
don't go in.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
don't go
opinion,
into
and
the
I will
men's.
never
I
ever
just go
change from it.
into disabled toilet. I prefer just going into an accessible toilet, or I
My
go to
Tori was saying,
places.
Sebastian, was a good point. How she's just said about people who's on rugs or anything, they've got safe places to go to. So why can't they put the money in to make a toilet for nobody? Just think, but what I'm on about, if it says women's toilets or men's toilets, if you're not that person, and like even now you've just had that actual change, so now you're classed as is it a trans man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So you shouldn't, in my opinion, I still don't think because you have got the man's bits now and not the woman, you should be going.
Yeah, no, I don't go
you
into
can argue
males.
all
I don't
sides.
go into males' toilets. I go
know.
into accessible toilets where it's one toilet, one room, perfect, peace and quiet, privacy.
But this is
That's
what I'm
it.
saying. They
That's
should, just what my Taurine was saying there, they should have toilets for any
Yeah.
Gender neutral
Yes.
toilet.
Yeah, it's just an accessible single
Well,
space.
Yeah, no, it's true because they literally, Pearl, they have the government have built places where people who are like addicts can go and take their drugs safely. So it's like the least you lot can do is build bloody. Not saying everywhere needs to be one because there's like, do you know what I mean? You can build start somewhere and just build some gender neutral toilets.
Torian, don't that then put an arrow on people going in and out that toilet?
No, it doesn't because you gotta understand. Okay, so
Do you know
from what I
what I mean?
understand, I hear what you're saying, but from what I understand, from what I understand from speaking to some trans people is that whether they've had an actual change or whatever, they don't feel like they belong. Like if they go to a female's toilet, they get told to leave. If they go to a male toilet, they get told to leave. So having a gender neutral bathroom is your choice whether you want to go in and use that bathroom, but no one can't tell you now to get out or not get out. Does that make sense?
Just put toilet on the door.
Yeah.
Toilet, anybody can use. It's one person can use it. Done.
I think the Pearl is trying to say is she's trying to protect her own grandchildren and her children. When
No, the only part, not that, because you go to a pub now, very rare it has a women's and a men's toilet. It's got a mixed toilets there, right?
It has, yeah.
So then, I'm only on about if it says women's toilets, men's toilets. I would always look for a toilet where it says women's toilets. And as I've just said to my Sebastian, please don't take this the wrong way, but if I seen you coming in the toilet, sounding and looking the way you do, I'd cause riots.
That's the
No, as I say, the only toilet I've been asked to leave is a women's.
Yeah.
You'd hit him with your yellow cloth, Pearl, wouldn't you?
Sebastian, I'm sorry if I went too personal.
You're all right. You're okay. It's okay. I'm an open book. I really am. But
Can I
thank
just
you,
hear
Pearl.
from my
Thank
Jelly,
you.
please, because she's the voice of reason.
Jelly's good.
My
Jelly
Jelly.
Hey,
knows me.
Bastian, you're my
I
darling.
am.
So first off, I hate how any trans discussions always boil down to a toilet debate.
I know.
I know.
There's just
It
a
was
personal
me that
thing.
brought it up, to
I
be
know,
fair.
darling. It's
It was
just a
me that brought
personal
it
thing,
up.
but it always does. It always circles back to toilets.
Yeah.
And I agree, we should have gender neutral toilets. They should all be cubicles. They should be gender neutral. And this shouldn't even be a conversation. But I just wonder, with how you think, Pearl, and I totally get how you think, how do we police that? What do we have people on the door checking dicks on the door? Do you know what I
You
mean?
don't, and that's why, my Jelly, I think there should be. How you go into pubs now, and most pubs are like it, where it's just toilets for anybody to go in. And me personally, I've seen me hold myself because I won't go into them toilets because I want to go into a woman's toilet.
So let's just say that we've got male to female trans person. They're fully socially transitioned, so they present as a female, they look as a female, but they've had no.
Them in a toilet, that would be fine.
They've had no bottom surgery.
But yes, again, but they're still looking like you'd expect to walk in and say, hello, lover, you're all right, while they put the other ones putting the lippy on.
Okay, so that's just for clarity. That's all I wanted to check, Pearl, because obviously there are some people that are so staunchly in the other direction that they believe just because they've not had bottom surgery, they shouldn't be allowed in the female toilet. Right. So what you're then doing is putting a trans woman in a really No, I know that's not what you're saying, Pearl. That's just obviously why I got clarity for it, because what they're saying is it would be safer for that female presenting trans woman to go into a male toilet just because they've not had bottom surgery.
Right. And can I tell you why I think this for, right? If a man or a woman has both got their bottom bits and identifying as the opposite gender, right? This is where I think, and please do not take me because I don't explain myself very good. Right. What if you had one of them people who goes looking for kids?
Yeah.
And they were dressing up. I identify as, I'm just saying it, a washing machine today. And they go and they're going in the laundrette, and anything could still happen. And this is why I don't think if they've got the male part, they should be going into a woman's toilet.
Yeah.
That's all that I'm saying.
And I totally get that, Pearl, but I just think that we reduce it down to a couple of widely publicised news stories where that's happened, and that's actually not the norm. And if you think
I know it is, but there's always that chance.
I know, but if you think the most danger to our children is somebody dressing up, pretending to be a female and going into a female space.
It could be potentially somebody who's interested in kids.
There is people that do that, I agree.
There's people on the app who's changed the gender. They've been in trouble over things and they've changed the gender to still do and get away with what they're doing.
Absolutely, and I'm not disagreeing with you, Pearl. There's absolutely that, but that's not the majority, and that's what the only thing I question is how we police that.
Yeah,
like
that's a very small minority of people that has a terrible effect on the trans community.
That's what I'm saying, Self.
I'm only speaking for myself. That's still the way I feel, and like I say, if I seen my Sebastian walking, I'd cause riots. I'd maybe hit him on the handbag or something and do whatever.
What's he doing in here?
Pearl, get attacked with her cloth.
Pearl, I've only just quickly jumped up.
Hello, I've never seen you.
No, it's alright. I've only just quickly jumped up because people are saying, can we hear from Lady Libra in the comments? And you don't read your comments.
Yeah, we can. She's been bloody talking all morning. Piss off, yous. Where you can, everybody else
Sorry,
is
I'll go down.
Good morning, Pearl. I just wanted to jump up real fast. I'm from America, so I just wanted to say, Sebastian, me coming from America, over here we don't see race. We don't, I don't see race. I don't see color. I don't see, ethnicities. I don't see nothing over here. So, only thing
that's the problem. You have to, for you to acknowledge people's history, and you have to see where they're from, whether they're trans, whether they're black. You have to be able to see their color, see their gender, because if you don't, no disrespect to you, Cole, by the way, if you don't, then it's like saying you don't see their struggles, you don't see where they've come from, you don't see their, do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I know what you mean, but I was raised, that we don't see that stuff. We treat everybody absolutely equal, the same, and everything like that, and I've never, and that's the way I've been, and I will always be, and that's how I'm actually going to raise my kids to this day. And that's just the way we are, you know what I mean? And then, as far as the toilet thing goes, the thing that I've noticed over here in America, we have, where it says women's bathroom, men's bathroom, and then we have one that says family that anybody can use. Anybody can use it.
It's like all I want is to be able to have somewhere to go for a pee in peace. Just
and that's the way and that when you walk absolutely, for sure. And everybody deserves to be be able to go to the bathroom in private. I totally agree with that. But like I said, we have ones that it says family on it. Anybody can use it. Men,
Which is
women,
good. Because it's like
anybody
there's
can use
people
it.
with health issues. There are people with social anxiety.
Uh-huh.
There's, people that might have, had an accident and don't really want to go into a room with 20 other people. They want to be able to change a colostomy bag, a stoma bag. You might not want to be in a room with loads of other people while you're doing that. So you should
Right.
have access to your own space in addition to like the men's and women's and everything else. Not instead
Right.
of, but in addition.
Yeah.
Um,
So I just kind of wanted to give you guys like a little feed of like what America over here has. You know what
Not
I mean?
all Americans
Versus
are
what
bad.
the
Angela, have you got your heart me in?
I don't think so.
No.
Pearl,
I don't
First thing
know.
I do when I come in.
Pearl, I don't think you send me a heart me.
I send it every day as soon as I come in.
I think I've said mine.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me.
Torian, they were calling you out in the chat. You're grayed out, Torian. You better get that heart me in, girlfriend.
Got it, babe. I've got it.
I
I've
think
got
someone's
it. Look,
kicking as
let me
well because I
type.
got kicked.
Stop kicking anybody.
Do not kick my auntie out the chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
can I just
lady.
say about these toilet? This issue, I agree with what Pearl is saying. A trans woman, if they have not had the surgery, they go to a man's jail because that is a weapon. That could be a weapon, right? So, you got Jade Palmer, right? That now is identifying as a woman. He's a rapist.
Yeah.
He's a rapist, right? So I don't agree with a trans female if you've not had the surgery. However, we're not going to know that, right? But however, I don't think they should be using the female toilets because we've got to go by the majority. A woman needs to feel safe. A women have gone through trauma. Maybe it could be great, maybe whatever it may be. They don't want to have someone that has got their male parts using a female toilet. I don't
That's
want to
fine.
feel safe myself.
That's fine. Just add
That's why I'm
additional
saying
options.
If it
That's all.
says women's toilets or if it says men's toilets and whatever gender you are down below, personally, me myself, I know we can't police it, but that's where you should be going. But this is why they need toilets with nothing on, still as a separate cubicle for somebody who's in the position of Sebastian to
Yeah,
go into.
because
and use.
otherwise, if I'm getting asked to leave the women's because they think I'm male,
Yeah.
then if
And I
there
would,
isn't
that's
anywhere
how
else
true.
to go, I have to
Yeah.
go into the man's, which stink, by
That
the way.
doesn't feel safe for you.
And and I don't particularly feel
Honest with you, though,
comfortable.
Sebastian, some female toilets reek as fuck.
Yeah,
True.
But we got to remember, we got to go by the majority. And I'm going to say this: the trans community are a minority. Okay, it's a small minority, and we've got to go by the majority, and that's of women that need to feel safe. And anyone could just wake up and put a wig on and a woman's dress on. We don't know who that is, but there's too many problems, and I would not feel personally safe going into a toilet. Do you know what I mean? Or
Exactly, that's my.
And can I ask you a question? If say for instance Sebastian, yeah, so Sebastian's had a full sex change, yeah? If you saw him in a female toilet, how would that make you feel? Or like, what would you think?
If he had the full sex change?
But how would you know?
How would you know?
Yeah,
And
how
that's
would you know?
that's
Let's
the
just say,
question.
how would
Yeah,
you
but
know?
some
How'd you know?
cubicles you can get dressed in front of people, right? You do have some cubicles like that. Like changing places.
Yeah, changing rooms, I go into the
But
individual ones. I
Sebastian,
don't want
looking at
people looking at me.
Sebastian does now, Angie, and if he walked into what said a woman's toilet where you were at, what would you do?
I don't know. Are you trans male?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd
right, so
cause
you was a
riots,
woman.
I'll tell the truth, I'd cause riots, I'd start screaming.
You're trans male, right, Sebastian?
Yeah.
Is that what you're? Trans male.
Well, yeah, this is the problem. But however, I think that's why we should have toilets where it's just also unisex toilets,
Yes,
maybe, perhaps.
exactly, because otherwise I don't have anywhere to pee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
I don't have
nothing
anywhere to go for a
against you,
pee.
Sebastian. That's just me taking notice to my eyes and my ears because you sound and how you look. Never in a lifetime would I ever think you've been.
Yeah, and
a
as I
woman.
say, I've only been on hormones just under 3 years, so another 10 years' time, you're not going to know. People are not
Can I
going
ask
to
you a
know.
question, Sebastian? You know the
out
trans.
and about and you come running and I'm in the toilet and you come running, Pearl. Don't, because I'll take my shoe off and split you.
Can I ask you a
With the
question,
yellow
Sebastian? Sebastian, can I ask you a question? You know the trans community. Now, I've never heard really of the trans community before I came on TikTok. I know I'm really dumb, but I hadn't. Right? Is there like someone like a spokesperson for the trans community? Because shouldn't they be sorting all of this out?
People.
I don't think, maybe they forgot to send me my membership card or something.
I'm just wondering, if,
Sebastian, do you not keep that card in your back pocket and pull that out?
I must have lost it in the women's room when I had to run away from peril. It's like people think that we're all part of this big community and we're all activists and we're all this. Like, I go to Pride because it's fun and I remember people that I've lost along the way. I'll fight for rights that I think are crucial to us. It's not toilets and whatever. I'll fight for medical care. But I'm not a community thing.
Yeah, you're not radical.
I've only ever heard the term trans community online.
Yeah.
In real life, I'm not going down the street with placards and give me my right. No, I just want to live.
Is it mental health, Sebastian?
Yes.
Would you class being trans as mental health?
I've never classed it as mental health, but some people say it is.
I'd say it was a condition of being.
In the DSM-5, which is
I think everybody has mental health of some.
In the DSM-5, which is the book that medical people use, gender dysphoria it's called, and it is regarded as a mental illness. Yes, it is regarded as that. But
it's a two-edged sword because if they stop treating it as a medical condition or a mental condition, then we wouldn't be able to access healthcare.
Yeah, correct.
So we have to kind of take the hit that it's in these books and whatever, and people are going to weaponize that against us in order to access the healthcare. It's just what it is. If I want to get hormones, I have to be diagnosed.
But because of the way, my Sebastian, that you were born into the body that you was, that's caused the mental health problems by you not coping and not feeling the way you need to feel because you realise you're in the wrong body, so it's affecting your mental health.
It's
Is that right?
The wrong body thing is complicated because I had nothing against my body. I didn't hate my body.
Yeah.
It's just that it didn't match how I viewed myself or how I wanted to operate in society and connect with society.
So to
my
me,
relationship with my sex was broken at some point, and whether that's mental, whether that's genetic, I don't
that's
know.
exactly what I've just said to you.
Yeah.
You didn't feel like you were a woman no more, so you wanted to do something about it and become the man that you always wanted to be.
Yeah, it's like I tried and tried for 40 years to be a woman, and it never. It's like having a pair of shoes that's the wrong size. You can walk in them, but it doesn't feel comfortable.
Right. It was like your head wasn't with your body on the outside. It was
there's
like
a disconnect.
Yeah, there
There's
was a
there's
disconnection between your head and your body and, you know, and what you were. Yeah. And, you know, talking about like the mental health thing, you know, everybody has mental health problems, whether you want to say anything, agree with it or whatever. And I believe that everybody should be in therapy. You know, it's 110%, you know, proven that.
I agree with that.
Everybody should be in therapy, Pearl. I totally agree with it because, you know,
that's an American thing.
I've had
just to talk to somebody, Angie.
They love the therapies in America.
Just to talk.
They always say I'm off to therapy, just like we say we off to go and get our hair done.
Yeah. I mean, I go to therapy.
Everyone's got a shrink over there.
Yeah. Well, and like, even though, but like therapy, when I say therapy, I don't mean like going and getting medications. I mean like therapy just to talk to somebody with counseling. You know what I mean? Just to tell somebody what you're going through on a day-to-day basis or, you know, in your life or whatever, to get it off of your chest because a lot of people hold it
I
in.
agree with what Cole's saying. I think everyone should have some sort of therapy. Yeah, I agree.
I think
not for medications, you know, not like that. It's just to talk to somebody.
I think as part of transitioning, it should be compulsory.
Exactly.
you know, I was lucky. I was able to access trauma therapy for 3 years.
Good.
So I know that this is right for me, and I'm not going to regret it. And I'm not going to, you know, I've got somewhere to go to.
Sorry,
I've got people to
Moss,
talk
will you
to.
change some of these boxes around?
Yeah, I'll drop out.
Thank you,
Pearl,
Sage.
I'll go ahead and
You're
drop,
welcome.
okay? Thank you so much, Pearl, for letting me up.
Lovely to
let
meet
me
you,
see
Cole.
from all the drama, I think, and the girl.
You can drop me as well if you want.
You can stay there. You're all right. Because I want to ask you what's your opinion on the Birdman thing in a minute.
Bird flu.
All the drama. Have you got anything to say? No. Out.
Jordana.
Top one. Oh, the girl down. Oh, do you want to have your opinion, me baby?
It was literally only something quick, and it does go back to the toilet issue. And I just think people need to sometimes be a little bit more self-aware as well, because the accusations that can come with using the toilet can be quite brutal. Like, I have a 16-year-old sister, and she's not trans, but she has a short back and sides haircut, and she can get mistaken sometimes for looking a bit boyish. And she went into the Tesco's toilet, and she had an employee screaming at her, saying that she was going into the wrong toilet. And
I would have reported her. That's wrong.
Yeah, and the thing is, she was going into the right toilet, but because the way she looked didn't quite match,
That's
he got abused in the middle of Tesco. So it is about being, you know, you have to be really sensitive around
That's bad.
those issues.
Did she report that?
No, she was so scared, bless her.
Oh,
well,
bless her, man.
She was really scared, but then I think she shouted back and told them, did they want her to get her, you know, who has out?
Do you want me to get my minja? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
she's quite gobby that way, but I just think that she can't be the only person that happens to as well.
Yeah.
To be fair,
No, it
Tesco's
doesn't,
terrible.
'cause I tell you for why, and as everybody's seen on here, lots of times I have mistook people for the wrong gender.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I hold my hands up. Yes, lots of times I have.
Yeah, it's just about how you approach it. I think to go and just automatically go on the confrontation and become verbally aggressive, especially if it's like a child or a younger person, you know, it can be quite intimidating.
You know what as well? Yeah, that's true as well, Sebastian. Do you know what it is? I feel like, you see, with shops like Tesco and all these things here, because their rules and regulations are so backdated, yeah, that they don't train their staff, even with SA and stuff. Like, even there's a lot of people that get SA'd and stuff in fucking supermarkets and that, and because the staff are not trained and don't know how to deal with it, a lot of the time it ends up in an arguing match or a shouting match. And because their guidelines and that are so flipping backdated, they need people in those like establishments, they really need to get training in, just because of situations like that. Do you know what I mean? Because who knows, your sister could have turned it around and wanted to unalive herself because of, like, you don't know, innit? You just don't know.
Yeah, but thank you for letting me come up. Love you all.
That's a good point.
To be fair, I thought Pearl was a man when I first saw her.
Exactly, I thought you were, but then we both got on and realised.
And I thought Angie was a pigeon. I had to ask her.
So, Angela, what's your whole opinion on what happened? I'm good, thank you. Mwah, thank you, me baby. What's your opinion on what happened when you was having that battle last night with Birdman and EQ?
Yeah, I said that I thought Birdman was wrong for what he said. I think I could have, you can see it as a spur of the moment kind of thing, that where he's had a really bad reaction to what, was said about him. Yeah. Because I do understand his past and how it affected him when that was also, someone said the same thing about him, said that he slept with EQ.
But that was Bradley. And
it was Bradley.
Also, as well's also said it to him.
Yeah, I think, other people said it, and I think, EQ knows about that. So I do feel that she knew what she was doing when she said that. So I don't know. It was like she was rage baiting as soon as she came in. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there's an excuse for what he said. Yeah. There's no excuse for that. But I do understand, because there are some straight men, believe it or not, Pearl, that don't agree with that. It's not just someone's religion, like he keeps saying. Some people do not agree with it. Yeah, and especially if you're a straight man, to have that, and look at how Rixty reacted as well when someone said that he was gay.
Hustle's just said the same as a full-blooded straight man. He would take that as greatly offensive, right?
Yeah.
But then there was no needs to come back. He could have turned around and said like something totally different, and he didn't.
Yeah, but I think he reacted badly. And that's the only thing I don't agree with it. But he continued as well, and I don't agree with that he continued it. But however, it didn't really offend him. That
he
I think he just took it too far. He took it to a whole other level.
He
when
played
it didn't
them
have to
songs,
go
knowing
that far.
fine well what he was doing, played that same song, Man, I Feel Like a
Yeah.
Woman, twice, and then Girls Wanna Have Fun. And
I'm going to make videos of them
my
tomorrow.
opinion, 1 minute, my Sebastian, my opinion, and when he come into yours today and tried to play that song, and well done to you for muting him and shutting him down, I think that was total.
You know what I
disrespect.
think of Birdman, though? You know what I think of Birdman, Pearl? I think he was trying to, it was his pride that was hurt, and he was trying to say to people that came from him last time, because people did come for him, listen, I'm not with her, and I'm gonna be with you, the people that, don't like it. Just, I think he was trying to kind of tell people, I don't even like the woman. I think she's a man, so how am I slip with her? Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? I think he was
like a label.
so hurt. Yeah.
It's like a label, innit, and just like when someone says, because as much as
I like Birdman, I do.
As
But I
much
think
as
this time he was in the wrong.
Just to carry on what Angie was saying, as much as it is in our religion and some people will respect it or whatever, a lot of people don't. So when they know that you are like another fellow Muslim and you do those things, they're gonna get at you. They're gonna
so it's him basically.
He can't go about the religion because he drinks and he smokes the stuff.
Yeah, but that's different. That's nothing to do.
Against
But
it.
then
So if he was a staunch Muslim, he wouldn't do anything. So
No,
you
but
can't say,
no,
this.
Pearl, you're missing
Pearl,
it.
you can't say that.
Yeah,
You know
you're missing
why?
the point. Other religions, Christians, they shouldn't do this and they shouldn't do
I
that, and they
don't
do.
think
It's
in
completely
mine.
different thing to say that you slept with who Birdman said is someone that is biologically a man.
No,
That's you know what I mean.
I'll give you an example, and this isn't to come at you. This is just an honest conversation,
Yeah, go on.
because I feel like the traveling community is kind of like a bit on the same. So cool. So some travelers, if
I'd
they
say
if
with
you
everyone
tell them
traveling
that
as
you're
well.
trans or gay, they're gonna get at you, innit? They might not say words, but they're gonna say something, or they might tease you, innit? And some travelers might accept the fact that you are and not say nothing. So it's like the
Exactly
same.
me. I would accept
Right,
it,
so it's-
but not
it's-
everybody's the same.
Exactly, and that's my point. That's the same thing in Islam. Not everyone is gonna accept
But
you.
again, that's on that individual person. They can't hide behind religion or where you come from, what background. It's on that
Yeah,
individual.
but Pearl, he's not hiding behind his religion. One second, Toyin, he's not hiding behind his religion.
Because straight away come back with my religion doesn't
Yeah, because he knows what's going to happen. That the
His
Muslim
ego is
community,
bruised.
some people in the Muslim community are going to come for him. That is true. So he is saying about his religion. Some don't accept it in his religion. So they are going to come for him. So he's not hiding behind it. He's telling the truth.
But he was okay before going on holiday with her and still had that same religion and referred to her as her.
Yeah, but having a friend. No, but guys, having a friend that is trans is different to someone that's trans saying that they have slept with you. Come on, guys, you can't compare. Whether he went to help her on holiday, in our religion it doesn't say don't help. Like, come on, she's it doesn't say like. Do you know what I mean? You can't then say, oh, because he went to help her, he went against his religion. No, you can't say that. Do you know what I mean? But she's making assumptions that she has had intercourse with him, and it's not in our religion. It doesn't say, oh, you shouldn't go help trans people, but it definitely says that you shouldn't indulge in things like trans and LGBT.
But it
Does that
was
make
the
sense?
man who said it. She could have been embarrassed. How do you know that she wasn't embarrassed by saying, yes, I have, to make it out
Yes.
as banter?
Maybe she was. Obviously, we don't know. Maybe she was. Yeah.
But I
With
feel that
EQ, I don't
Birdman
get-
was hating on EQ. He doesn't hate her, but he was because he needed to keep that pride and say, look, guys, this never happened. I can't stand the woman. Do you know what I mean? So no one comes for him.
Yeah, and then obviously Top Girl was saying earlier that there was something on holiday with them, so they've had beef before, innit? So
That's it. To me, he took it. Yeah, that conversation should have ended there. He'd said his bet, he'd had his dig back, they'd had their exchange, he'd made his point, and just stop. But to then go on to other lives and want to play songs and just drop, because it's not just, I'm not playing the victim card, but it's not just EQ, you're impacting.
You know what though,
If it wasn't
Sebastian?
for that, I wouldn't have felt the need to have to come into a live and disclose myself and everything else to try and
Yeah.
explain the impact.
And everyone's saying she was joking. Sorry, Ange, 1 second, I'll let you talk. Everyone was saying that she was joking, yeah? But you lot got to understand, what's a joke for EQ might have not been a...
Yeah.
Like, she could have had a joke with me and I could have brushed it off and whatever, or Angie. But not everyone is going to take what you say for a joke. Some people are going to take it different, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like if Errol
exactly.
had
And
a
I
joke
was
with
told
me, I'd
that-
take it as a joke. If
Yeah, I was
Ripster
told that
said it, I'd
Birdman
be
was
like,
Birdman was getting comments in as well, you know, coming in. So people were still saying those comments, you know, that he'd done this with EQ. So that could be why he continued it. Not that I agree with what he said, but that could be why.
And like I say, I've got nothing against Birdman, but for the way I've took it last night, I didn't agree. I didn't agree, not one little bit. More so, at that time, yes, you could tell he was maybe embarrassed, how you've just said, and he went back with that, and EQ could have been embarrassed when that other man said that, and she went back with that. But then, for him to carry on playing the songs afterwards, he was still joking about it. He was allowing the comments to say whatever. You could see he was standing reading the comments. And then what I still found very, very disrespectful, Angie, and I know how much you think about Birdman, when he come on, he still tried to play the song on yours this morning. Like, that wasn't his platform to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so...
Yeah.
The song thing was a dig. Look, I'll be real, yeah. When I done If I Were a Boy, I done it to get at her. I done it to be a little shit. I done it to press buttons, innit? So he can't, and I told Birdman this as well, if you're watching, you can't play songs and then just stand on it like I done, say I was, because the more you don't stand on it, the more people are going to say you're a dickhead. I stood and I said, yeah, I did, because she said so and so. You just got to be honest with it. If you're going to be chesty like that, you just got to be honest, say, yeah, I was, like, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be honest.
And I think if he'd stood on business there and then,
yeah,
and not played the songs and then come into Angie's live and play and done, none of this would be happening now. It was just
he should have gone to Angie's. Yeah,
I
get that.
So that's what I'm saying. I do like Birdman, but I think that's just my opinion. People can have the opinion on me, and that's fine too. But to me, it was wrong.
right, I'm going to drop down, but just
Hey,
thank you.
Sebastian, you will
Thank you, everybody, for being
I tell you
respectful.
Can I just
and-
quickly say something to Sebastian?
Yeah, I
please?
do as well. Sorry.
Oh, go on. I'll just go on
Sorry.
mute. 1 second, girls. Mods, watch this.
Sebastian, I just want to say congratulations to you for your transition, because you actually look fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah,
just
you're
want to
more than
say
welcome.
thank you for everybody for keeping it respectful and keeping it chill and letting everybody have their opinions. Everybody's got an opinion. It's like
I'm going to follow you.
we've all got
I
one.
think you're actually a cool guy.
And just be nicer to each other. Just
Definitely. And for me, obviously, I'm in the LGBTQ community as well. And for me, obviously, I've got right short hair and stuff. And obviously, I do get discriminated for it as well.
yeah, and it's crazy. It's
And
just
it's,
like
it's a
let
horrible
people,
feeling, you know? So
like, stop
all
judging
of this
people
in-
unless you know them.
Yeah, in 2026, we all should be kind to each other. It doesn't
I keep
matter what
thinking
you
it's
are, who you
2024.
are. We should, we should all be kind to each other. You know, life is too short.
That's it. Definitely. All right. Love to you all, and thank you for the space and the
Sebastian,
time.
quickly before you drop, and tell me to bugger off if you don't like the question. Are you fully transitioned?
I haven't had all the surgeries. No.
Right, okay. So do you still get invited for like smear tests and stuff? Can I ask that?
This is like when I was saying I'm not an activist. This is a thing I would fight for, because when I went to change my name with the NHS, because I just want to be called Seb. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to sit there in a waiting room and they're naming my female name. It's like then everybody looks at you going, ugh.
Yeah.
You know. So I changed my name on the medical records, and I was given the option of changing my gender marker. Given that I've had breast cancer twice,
Oh, bless you.
there is no way on earth I was changing my gender marker. My NHS records say female.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is so that I get the screening for ovarian cancer, I get the letters for breast cancer, so that my physical anatomy
Yeah.
is looked after as well as my
Yeah,
gender.
100%. That's why I was asking, just to make sure that,
Plus,
you know.
if I changed it to male, you're given a new NHS number, which is mental, because then they look. What happens to your old records?
Nothing.
They
They're
then
like a
have
new
two
patient.
identities, which is it's nuts. To me, it would be like, okay, change your gender marker if you want, but keep the NHS number, because that keeps everything connected.
In line.
Right, yeah, that's
You know, so
true.
you can look up your old history and your old medications. But I say under NHS, I kept female because of my cancer history.
Would you have? Sorry, Tori.
No, go on. No, I'm
denying
talking
I'm
over
female,
everyone
I would
today.
never-
Sorry, go on.
It's fine. I love you. Would you have kept that had you have not had the breast cancer?
I think if I'd been younger and in that generation that's coming up now,
Yeah.
20-year-old, 21-year-old, I think their thought process is different. It's like, well, I'm a man, or I'm old.
So you understand the importance.
I understand the importance. I understand. Like if I was to go into hospital, I would just ask for a private room somewhere and give me peace. I'm not going to
Thank you so much for being so kind and answering that. It was just something I was wondering, like what happens to people when they're not fully transitioned and they need the
everybody's their own. Everybody's got their own journey. I hate that word.
Do you know what? Yeah.
What they're comfortable with and what they're not comfortable with. It's each to their own.
Do you know what? I'll be real, yeah. I've been transphobic in my past, yeah. When I say past, I would say last year, yeah. Like I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Like I have, yeah. But do you know what? I think, and I'm not even chatting shit. I think sitting, like actually talking to you and understanding and actually like getting it from someone who, obviously, I know I've heard EQ and a few people in it, but sometimes it's different to hear it from someone that you haven't had no type of like communication with, or like you don't know them,
It's
like
like
just
me
a
and
complete
you.
stranger.
And
it's not a lot of transition.
Yeah, exactly. But do you know what? Hats off to you, because regardless, I know like obviously you probably still have like your not like insecurities as much, but as in like you still have like a certain way how you feel and how some things might make you feel in every day, yeah. But just carry on being you, man. And I think a lot of people, 3K people, I think a lot of people have
ignoring
different
the numbers.
insights.
Don't mention the numbers.
Oh, sorry.
There's nobody watching.
Can everybody tap the screen, get your hammies in, and can you please send a little couple of donuts each if you don't mind? Thank you. Welcome, Alberto.
Stop begging, pal. Thank you. I feel like I just feel like a lot of people in here have probably learned a lot from you as well.
Yeah.
I think.
And thank you. I appreciate it.
I think it's just trying to put a human face. I'm not a big creator. I don't go live. I don't. I'm not part of drama talk. I'm not trying to.
Aaron, don't be
anything.
scared. Come up, babe. Yeah.
I'm just an everyday person, and just see the humanity behind the label.
Yeah, no, you should be very proud of yourself, man. You've actually made a change today, I think. I think you genuinely have made a change. So, yeah, you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for the gifts. And
Oh,
I'm going
God,
to
not this
ignore
mad
that there's
bitch.
3,000 people, because
Much
now I'm going to get paranoid and I'm going to go and hide. Thank you very much, Peril.
Whatever you do, Sebastian, stay away from Raven Red. Stay away from Raven Red.
I love you, everyone. Can
Thank
you
you.
stop me
Remember
now,
that.
please? I've had
Bye, my
absolute-
baby. Thank you for coming up.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Take care, guys. Thanks. Bye bye.
Hi, Pearl.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi. So I just want to say something that me and my girls encountered. I went swimming once with my children, and a trans woman had come into the bathroom but wasn't transitioned. Like he still had his parts in the woman's, and it was a strictly woman's. Sorry, I'm nervous. Dressing room.
Take your time.
And obviously it shocked me because there was women, with their breasts out getting changed and, showering and stuff. And I didn't understand it because I was only a young mum at the time that it happened. And it happened again the other week, but this one was like it's a shared one, so men, women, children, they all go in the same dressing room, but it's got like cubicles and stuff. But yeah, the first time I was a bit shocked, like I didn't understand like what had happened, but now obviously listening to everything, I still don't understand how, because you could tell that he wasn't transitioned, like how he was able to go into the women's toilets like that, the women's changing room like that. And I'm not being horrible when I say that.
In my opinion, I still think that's wrong.
Like, because my girls were asking like me questions like, do you know what I mean? And I didn't know what to say to them because I was confused with that as well.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say, like, obviously, I love everybody. I generally do. But yeah, that was a situation that it confused me. But obviously, everybody talking about it, I'm just sat listening.
Exactly.
And like, you learn so much. Do you know, when you just sit in and you're listening to what people are saying, and you're like, oh my god, like it's actually been amazing. Hearing everybody, like, yeah, this has been really good. So well done, Pearl.
No, I've learned so much then. I don't know about yous, but I've learned so much just listening to Sebastian there. Things that I would never, even about the NHS number, it's just things you don't think about. As I'm not from that community, that was very, very interesting to sit and listen to, because again, I would never have even thought about them things.
Pearl, I'm going to drop here. Thanks for letting me up. I need to go floss my fanny. I'll see you later.
I'm doing that later.
Are you?
Enjoy.
FaceTime me.
Okie doke, babs. Bye.
Bye, Pearl.
Hi. Oh, hi. Is it possible?
Who's dropping from the fucking boxes? Put that person back in, please. Thank you very much.
Pearl, I'm going to drop, but I love
Thank
you,
you, my
and I'll see you
Sammy.
soon.
Oh, you're welcome anytime, my Sammy. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Pearl.
Hi.
I'm Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi. Yeah, the reason why I came up was just more about, earlier we were talking about mental health and everything. I just wanted to sort of say, because I do have a sort of like mental health background. We all have brains, so we all have mental health, and it is on a continuum. So some days we feel okay, some days we don't feel okay. And I think it's important that just because it might not be that we have an actual diagnosis of any sort of mental health condition, but I think it's important to recognise that we all can feel different. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's it. Yeah, but again, we can all feel different, and if you're not comfortable in your body and
Yeah,
you're going
exactly.
on that journey, good on you. But
Absolutely. Agree with you completely. Yeah. I just want to, I try and get rid of that stigma of mental health, because I still feel like it's still here today.
I agree. I think we all got a touch of mental health, whichever way. If you have a down day, if you can sit and cry at what's something you can't explain, I think we've all got mental health.
Yeah.
So that's my
exactly.
opinion on it. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. No, but I appreciate you letting me up, so thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, you alright?
I am. Are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. No, I just thought I'd jump up because some people were asking questions in the comments, but obviously some of them were getting missed. Someone was asking if you were trans, do you get a new national insurance number? And no, you don't. So what they'll do is your national insurance number stays the same, but if you've got a gender recognition certificate, your documents are restricted, so only some departments in the HMRC will have access to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were obviously on about the NHS numbers as well. And I got a new NHS number because I'm transitioning from female to male.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I got mine. Someone was saying in the comments that it wasn't fair that you had to get... Sorry,
go on.
No, they were just saying that some people were saying that it wasn't fair that you got a new NHS number and it should all be one, but... I think the way that the NHS say it is obviously if you're transitioning, your gender will obviously be male, so it's easier to sort of combine the two. What does it say on your passport? It says male.
See, that's a lot of good things. Now I understand where Sebastian was coming from as well, by saying he's kept his NHS number. So on there, it's still saying female because of his past illnesses that he's had. That could quite easily get lost and nobody ever pick up on that. So never to check, like, often high.
Yeah.
Never to
Aye.
check from where they were going from to where they are now. So I think that's a good thing too. Like, I would never have thought about them things.
No, yeah, but that's I just thought I'd pop up because my heart is literally racing, and I'm
Don't
sure.
worry, you know, everybody's entitled to the opinion and everybody can have the say so, but that was good of you to come up and answer some of the questions because we all know I don't really read the comments.
No,
and I
yeah.
can't answer them, so piss off blaming me for not looking at them. Did you
But
get your heart meeting, Aaron?
Yes, I did,
Oh, thank you for that then, just checking.
of course.
But
But,
don't be a
um,
stranger anytime you want to come in and have a little talk about anything. As long as you're not depressing the fuck out of us, I don't really care.
No, but I'll drop. But I just thought I'd just pop in just to answer that because there was so many comments, and I just thought if I sit there and reply to everyone, I might as well just come up and just answer them.
Exactly. Mod, you can let different people in. Sorry, because when I'm touching it's going off.
No,
But no, thank you for that, my Aaron. That was
No, it's all right.
very interesting. Thank you.
Am I right just to stay in the box, or just in case I have any more
Of course you
questions?
are.
But I
So
don't
he's
want.
box hogging, he's clout chasing,
box,
he'd like you to
yes.
follow him up. Hi, Donna.
Hi, hon. There was just something I noticed before, and people were going at EQ and saying, "Oh, she said she'd slept with him and stuff." But when Torian came in the box, and I think it was that other fellow at the bottom, was it Hustle or something? And she said she's joking, and she said, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant, and you haven't contacted me about the kids." Do you know what I mean? And everybody laughed at that. So why is it offensive if EQ says she slept with somebody?
I get it.
Yeah, she
But then we
identifies.
all know It
She
was
is fe-
banter, and that's what I'm saying with EQ.
Yeah.
It was banter.
Yeah, she's
So-
female, but because she's a trans woman, people are allowed to take offence at that, but they wouldn't if you said it or I said it or, you know.
And that's what I said. There's a lot of people, like if it was another trans person on the app, thank you, me babies, thank you, my Aaron. If it was another trans person on the app and not EQ, I think a lot of people would have had a different approach on the situation. But because it's EQ and she's tired, like we all are with everything we've done in our past, people's giving it like sort of a pass, in my opinion, like it's okay. Well, it's not okay.
100%.
It wasn't okay.
Sorry, I think the difference as well is that was.
Hi, yes.
Hi.
That
That
Donna
was.
got your armies in, by the way, and you, love.
I think.
I have.
Good.
Oh, I have now.
Thank you.
That Torian and who was the other person? Hustle.
Yeah.
Like they were both in on the joke, whereas the difference was that joke had been made before, and Birdman had already said he did not find that funny. He wasn't in on the joke, so for it to be continued to be said was then, there's a huge difference between them two scenarios. If both people are in on the joke, then it's okay. If one person isn't in on the joke, then it's not okay.
I disagree. She didn't say anything. It was the guy at the bottom who
Exactly,
said,
this is my
the,
whole
the
point.
comments are saying you've slept with EQ.
Yep.
And she just went, yeah.
So after that man had said, he'd said it quite a few times.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Tell EQ was embarrassed at this time. It wasn't like the first time he said it. It was a few times. Then she said it a couple of times after that. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to look at it how she still feels over this as well.
Exactly. We have to treat everybody equal. It's as simple as that,
Yeah. She did agree multiple times after that, but think about it again. It was banter from her side. But the part where he comes straight back with, coming straight out with she's a man, to me, he was trying his hardest to be offensive, whichever way you try to sugarcoat it. He was being deadly offensive there and then.
Exactly, and you could tell she was shook up. You could tell because she went quiet at first, and it's an insult at the end of the day, and that's it. So, and he needs to.
Sorry, I'm going to jump down. That's all I want to say.
You're welcome. Thank you, my Esther. Thank you. Come on, everybody. There's a little goal up there with some donuts and things in. If you could help an old girl out. Come on, this is my... yes, it's my job now. So I'm telling everybody it's my bloody job. Thank you. Even 1 or 2 donuts, every little donut adds up. Thank you. Anybody else wants to join the... Because it backfired on her. Shut up. Anybody wants to join the box mods, please let them in, as long as they've got a heart me and they can get in the box. That's the toll on here, a heart me. Right, back to you, my Lauren. Hello, who's next?
Hi, Pard. I'm munching my dinner and then I'll be in.
Okie doke, baby.
I was in earlier, but it got into a different conversation, but I do have an opinion on this.
Thank you.
If you give me 10 minutes.
Okie doke, Babs.
Thank you.
Anyways, is there anything else anybody wants to talk about? Or, Hazan, are you telling me to pee off? Anybody else? Anybody wants to talk about? I don't know what else is going on.
Pal, I think that Donna's right. Your man mentioned it, right? He mentioned, or have you slept with your man? Or with your man? And Evil Queen says yes. She was only answering the question that he asked.
Exactly.
She was only joking.
Just the same as Torian and Hustle was there. Exactly the same. But the only difference is one is EQ. Like for what?
I think he knows.
Thank you, my Tums.
I think he knows Birdman. And they're in it together. That's my opinion.
What?
I think your man knows Birdman.
Which man? Hustle?
No, the man that asked the question, I think he knew Birdman.
Yeah.
And they are friends, so he's probably biting.
Yeah, of course they were friends, and I get what you're meaning now. Was he you think he was bantering with Birdman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you, yeah. Me too. The same as EQ was bantering when she said it back, and she says it laughing. So it's just because it's EQ.
Yeah.
And because of how she's transitioned, they took great offence to that. But it has been said before, I'll go back to the holiday thing, and to me, he was directly chucking that insult to EQ. He could have went about it a load of different ways. He didn't have to do it that way.
He doesn't have to hurt her the way he did.
Yeah.
And he did hurt her.
If you're not friends, I don't know, but it's still, there's people comes on here I'm not friends with, but we can still have banter with each other.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to hurt her the way he did.
No, that's it, and that's what I'm saying. And because it was EQ, everybody finds it's okay.
Yeah.
If it was somebody else who didn't have the past history of EQ, they'd have been up in arms over it.
Yeah.
But again, on here, it's if your face fits, and I still do like Birdman, but he was allowed to call Ben out a couple of days before, so now why can't he be called out for his bad behaviour? There's no difference. None.
It's not fair.
Exactly.
Did anybody check on Evil Queen since?
He said she's been on live and she's absolutely fine. And listen, she is made of tough old boots, the same as I am myself, but who's to say that
you're not
behind the scene is not... Do you know what I mean? But I think because she's been on screen, obviously she feels fine. Thank you, everybody. She feels fine. But again, we'll never know. We don't know how she's feeling when she comes off and how she's coping with things.
Big love out to her and way to,
Exactly. Hi, Florence.
Well, good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Right, the only thing I want to say is about Birdman is he's doing a good job of what he does with his animals. I appreciate that. But there was somebody on the live TikTok last night who, was telling their viewers, go and report him to get him off TikTok. I didn't like that. I thought that was a little bit unfair.
Sorry, say that again, me baby. I can switch off every now and again. Sorry, go on.
I was on TikTok last night, and a certain person on here who you know, Pearl, was telling all his viewers that to
What
go.
are you on about? If you're coming on to say, well,
Right, okay, I'll say who it is. Toxic Dan was telling all his viewers, go and report Birdman to get him off the top of the league. I don't like that.
There again, like I've just said, you're going to have to go and speak to Dan about that. I don't know what was said and what wasn't before then. You're going to have to speak to Dan. I can't say to you, well, Dan will have been thinking this. I wasn't there. I don't know. But again, whichever way you sugarcoat it, Birdman still done a hate crime.
Yes, I agree with that.
So
he's
that's
doing
what
good
Dan,
things.
and I'm only speculating here. I can't come out because I haven't spoke to Dan about it. I don't know. But again, he'll have been saying, like, what he's done to EQ when he's sat on the top of the leaderboard. Why should he have that privilege to be there when he's just committed a hate crime, but he's had the app? Why he's ended up on the leaderboard at going at somebody else for their wrongdoings.
Right. I get that, I understand that. But I also agree with Birdman.
Hello.
Sorry,
Pearl, Dan says
Hold
the
on,
ladies.
1 minute. 1 minute. Just let Florence finish talking, please. 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you, Pearl. I agree with Birdman of the job that he's doing. He's helping animals. I agree with that. I don't agree with what he's been saying about other people. I don't agree with that at all. But he's doing a good job with them animals. He saved them. And I would give him £1,000 to donate to that charity, what he's doing with animals. Because there's some cruel people out there with animals, and I don't agree with that. But everybody to their own. They're not for Christmas, they're for life.
Exactly. And that's your opinion, your money, and you can spend it as and how you see fit. It's your money and nobody can tell you any difference.
That's right. I agree with what you're saying. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And you all have a
Thank
good
you for
evening
coming
and take care.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. Can you get me out the
I
box,
will.
please? Thank you.
Bye, me baby. Thank you. Anybody else want to talk about anything, about whatever? You can feel free and come up, but please keep tapping the screen. And if you could help out with me donuts, please, my little goal up the top, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, big up, we are. It's gone off. I'm back on a league. Popular number 12. Big up, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, my Sal. That's it. All these little donuts. There's 2,400 in. One donut each. You could get me target sorted out. That's all I'm asking for is a donut. Right.
Thank you, Pearl, for letting me out.
Hey,
No,
you're welcome.
okay.
You're welcome.
Love you, Pearl.
I'll jump down as well, but thanks so much for letting us in, and thanks for being
You're
so lovely
welcome.
as well.
You're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Right, do you want to talk about something else or the same thing? Feel free. You know what this platform's like. If you want to come in and have a go at me, you can. I don't basically give a flying fuck at this point. Anybody, nobody? Thank you, everybody. Oh, see, a little donut each all adds to me score. Thank you. I love yous. What about Gems? Well, listen, from what they said about Gems, she's playing the mad card. And I think she's wrong because Gems is anywhere who's ever winning at the time. And she's another Claire Buffy, exactly what my Alicia said. She's another Claire Buffy. She's there and she will do whatever it takes to get herself noticed. By sitting with the tags on, putting fragile across her head and the silly things she does. She's not as silly as she makes out. Do you know what I'm saying? She's wise enough to put the camera on to let you see you do all these daft things. So there's nothing silly about
Afternoon,
things.
Pearly.
Good afternoon, me baby. How's you?
I'm good. I'm sorry for dropping that account. I didn't check. I just saw like hardly any followers, no picture. But Sean has corrected me. and he's educating me, and I would like to vote Sean for Mod of the Month.
Yes.
Is that okay? Because he's been so good with me, especially when I'm naughty.
He can put that in his name if he wants. Sean Mod of the Month. Of course you can have that. But I think you're stealing Angie's ideas there.
If Angie doesn't mind, I'll ask Angie.
Ask Angie.
Yeah.
Because I think you're stealing her ideas there.
Yeah, I don't want to fall out with Angie because I like her. I'll ask Angie first.
Exactly.
And then Sean can stop trying to get me in the box to say he's Mod of the Month. Right, love you,
Yes.
bye.
Love you, bye. Oh dear. Does anybody else put them in the box if you want in? Come on, you can say what you've got to say. How's Birdman got a GoFundMe up for over 2? No. Well, from going off what my Alicia says, oh, that's not cut and dry either. Because all that money that's gone there, and I don't know. Hi, Babby. Just toxic. Hello. Hello, my sunshine.
Hiya. I just want to say, thank you for having me back the other week when people were stirring.
Oh, listen, it's fine. Life's too
And
short.
I'm sorry for having a go at you a few months ago.
You're fine. It's done. It's dusted. It's so yesterday. Get over it.
All right. But I'm just saying thank you and
Oh, well, for you saying there's a folly for you, right? A little.
thank you. And I'm sorry for having a go.
Stop apologising. Like I said, it's all last year. Move on. Do you know?
And I'm glad you're friends anyway.
Eh?
I'm glad you're friends.
Oh, always. Listen, everybody knows how me and Panji works.
Yeah.
1 minute we are, next minute we're not. But let's hope we don't ever get there again.
I
Life
hope
is
not.
too short, and it just makes everybody else well, it doesn't make everybody, because some people like to see us fall out.
Mm.
But listen, it is what it is. And I say there's
All
more to
right.
life on here than fucking arguing and going on. This is nice how we've just had a little talk. We know it's going to kick off sometimes because it's my life. It never, ever, ever goes the way we want it to.
The best way to sort things out is to talk to each other rather than listening to other
Listening
people.
to anybody else, and this is what I've said.
Yeah,
She's got
definitely.
mine, but I've got hers. And
Definitely.
we can always speak to each other like adults.
Yeah. Thank you anyway.
You're welcome, my sunshine. Thank you for coming up and saying that, but you don't ever have to apologise again. It's words. Move on. Get over it. Like I said, it was so last year.
All right. Bye-bye, love.
Bye. Oh, anybody else want in the boxes? Big old popular 11. Woohoo! How many do we need before we're number 10? It's nice to get in that top 10, you know. Oh, look who we're right behind. Oh, nothing. There's 1,000 between us. Alex. I didn't even know where I was at on the popular. I genuinely haven't looked. There's 1,000 between me and Alex. Oh, battle of the populars now. I swear on my kids' lives I didn't know who was in the popular box. Thank you, everybody. Woohoo! Get on there. Yes, my Laura with the skates and Cod's woman. Thank you. Ashley, thank you. I love you too. Mwah! Thank you, everybody. That's it. All you the little donuts and that. Come on, we'll shoot up there. 1 or 2 off each of you and we flying up there. Come along, everybody. Yes, I am good, my Iris. See you. Big up. Thank you, me babies, for that. Thank you. Jodie, thank you, me baby. And everybody, woo, thank you. That's it. There we go. That's the way we do it. Go on. There's 1,000 between us. Let's just say, but he'll have had a big... I bet he's had something. Give. Oh, where's he at? Where's he gone? Oh, no. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong fucking board. I'm looking at the wrong board. Oh, yes, no, he's 5k in front now, or 6k in front. Yes, he's listening to us. So he knows that we were coming after him there. So now, well, listen, for the only way to me to shoot up there and it ain't going to happen. Well, I'm not even going to say it. But it's going to be much appreciated. Carry on with your little wave. Oh, thank you, me babies. Thank you for that. Big up, everybody. Thank you. Woohoo. Let me go back because. Hi, my Tam. How are you? Oh, I've lost it. Thank you, everybody. Mwah. That's it. All work together as a bloody team, and we could get there. Thank you for that, my Shell. And is it Lauren, Wendy, everybody? Laura, Lindsay, thank you. I'm missing it out. Big love. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I love yous. Dan says, can you co-host? Of course I can. Lasses, can I kick yous out the boxes?
Yes, can I just have a quick wee say, because I did drop down earlier, if that's okay?
Yes, go on.
Thank
you, everybody.
I got requested when I was trying to have a poo. Thanks, Sean.
Oh. Too much information.
Anyway, I did put it in the comments, but all my comments got violated, for God's sake. Yeah, he's laughing. No, I just wanted to jump up about the EQ thing, but then Sebastian started talking, so I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, the way Birdman keeps bringing up religion, so he expects us to, which it's not a big deal, 100%, respect his religion, which we do. So he should respect EQ.
Exactly.
That she is a trans woman and she is a woman, and respect her pronouns.
Exactly. I agree.
You know, I'm going to drop because I know Dan's waiting and I know he's like,
me back. Right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pern.
See you now. Bye. Bye. Stop ting-tinging. Oh. Right, let me get my Daniel on.